Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello. Hola, como esta? Welcome to Happy Hour with Brad, live from downtown Geyserville, California. Of course, doesn't make any sense because it's working on time.
Weird.
We are in
So
the
weird.
heart of Sonoma County, the best wine growing region on the
In the
planet.
world.
Call me up, debate me, chat about it. Where Grady and I drink a little wine, eat some great food, but most of all, try to have a little fun, dispense some wine knowledge, and I don't know what to do with myself with it all ready
I
to
know,
go.
and it just happens. Usually there's 10 minutes of Grady punching buttons, but not today.
No button punching.
Today. Not today.
Anyway, this is absolutely fantastic. We've got a fantastic show
Super fun
lined
show
up
today.
for you guys today. If you guys got the, hey, we're doing this. We've got Brad's Secret Stash is coming out tonight. I was rummaging around a couple of days ago looking for some verticals that I could share with my good buddy Jim Ricard. And for those of you that saw our video last night,
Facebook.
He's having... on Facebook, he's having fantastic technical difficulties with sound, just like we were and stuff. But we're working through that. Sorry that the sound quality is so bad. But I was rummaging around looking for verticals. We were trying to create something really special. And he came up with a 12, 14, 16 Cabernet. And I came up with a 13, 15, 17 Rocket.
Nice.
Gosh,
That was
darn
a
it.
lot of fun. It really looked like you guys were having
it was
an amazing
fantastic.
evening.
It was, if you could hear it, we were having fun, but most likely you couldn't hear it because it was pretty rough. But when I was rummaging around looking for the last of the 13s, I discovered that I had some cases of wine, and we'll be talking about the 2015 Zinfandel.
What?
Which was our 100% Dry Creek, and we're going to be
Right.
talking about our 16. Is it?
we have
15,
16,
16 Zinfandel, which was a blend of Alexander Valley Dry Creek. So we're going to be talking about those fun wines that I found and offering the few that are left.
They're pretty
My gosh, it's getting cold outside.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Where
Oh,
am I
baby,
jacket?
it's getting cold
Oh,
outside.
baby. Look at this. Look at these beautiful
We got our
jackets.
fancy jackets. Oh, that's right. Mercury swag back in stock. Looking good. Eddie Bauer jacket I'm doing today.
Oh,
Grady's
that
got
is the
classic,
Eddie Bauer.
He's
I
got
didn't
the classic
realize.
winemaker half jacket.
Nice.
You want to look like a winemaker.
You wanna look like
impress
a
all your
winemaker?
friends.
This would do it.
Get a jacket with no sleeves and you will be right in the club.
You got to have really kick-ass kicks, though. You always have really nice shoes, Brad.
Oh my gosh. And then Thanksgiving shipping is coming up.
Yep.
The deadline is going to be November
Deadline.
17th.
17th.
Most of you guys probably already have a lot of great wine, but if you wanted to ship some wine to your friends, that's coming up.
UPS
we talked
17th.
about the stash. We talked about
Did.
look. Oh, and then on Monday, I'm going to be putting some Thanksgiving bundles together. Just some great wines that I would like to be drinking for Thanksgiving. So be
Yep.
watching out for that email, and then that's going to be bundled up with all the Zoom stuff. And I think that we are ready to go.
I think so. We talked about your secret stash. Thanksgiving, no thinking, just getting great wine, having some fun.
No thinking Thanksgiving.
No thinking Thanksgiving. Brad just
Oh.
picks the wine. You drink it. You eat.
Shoot. How many Fridays before Thanksgiving? Do we have one more?
Ooh.
Does anybody know
Yeah,
one
we
more?
just got. What? Can you believe it? One
Should
more.
I put the pressure on and should we spatchcock a turkey next week?
When don't you put this pressure on?
Okay. I just was up in Oregon with my lovely mommy, having a great bunch of fun, having an early Thanksgiving since she couldn't come down and join us. And I showed her the joys of spatchcocking a turkey. It cooks so much faster. The skin
flavors
gets
are
nice and crispy.
insane.
That's really fun. So maybe next week we'll do that. That also means that
Really?
we need to produce a video so people can see what we're doing.
Okay.
Wow.
we'll do
All
it.
right. I'm gonna have
Done
to fire
deal.
up the editing computer.
Don't forget also Danny's Apple Crisp Sangria.
Oh, Danny's Apple
Apple
Crisp
Crisp
Sangria.
Sangria?
Yep, we did that last year. That's already
What?
up, so we don't have to make that
We
video.
don't have to make a video, but
Oh,
we're going to do it for next
but-
week's happy hour.
All right. So look for
perfect.
that video.
So I just put a lot of pressure on because it was so danged good. The meat was so juicy and tender, and
you
awesome.
have to do this. So you're going
And
to want
so,
to watch this video. It'll
if-
change your
If we
Thanksgiving.
do it Friday, you're going to have the bird anyway, and if you
Right.
decide to
Break
split
it
your
open,
bird in half and
lay it on the
all that good
veggies.
stuff. Yep.
Brad, that sounds fantastic. Let's
All
do
right.
that.
So that's
Yay,
what's
I'm
happening for
ready.
Next week. All right, everybody stand by. We got a lot of production to do.
We have production this week. It's exciting.
Somebody get us some more turkeys. Order it right away. All right. So anyway, Thanksgiving's coming up. Makes me think about fall. Makes me
Yep.
think about all the fun things that are happening. Makes me forget about what's going on
Does.
in the world, and we can think about all those happy, fun times we had for
Eating,
Thanksgiving.
drinking.
And then I was going to be talking about red wines. I've got those Zins that we're gonna break open with a little vertical.
Yes, we
But
will.
I was just tasting some of these white wines. Don't forget, white wine great with Thanksgiving as well.
good.
I was just tasting this Albarino. I didn't have any up in Oregon with Mom, and I was thinking the turkey might be really good with Albarino. So next week I'm gonna be focusing on the Albarino and the Sauvignon Blanc and maybe the skins
And definitely
to
the
see
skins.
if that goes
Oh, yeah.
nicely. But you should really start thinking about these things now. And oh, sorry, poor Grady.
Oh,
Poor Grady. There we go.
that's okay. I
But,
appreciate the thought.
Albarino makes me think of Spain.
Does.
Spain makes me think of Tempranillo.
Yes, look at that gorgeous color.
Makes me think of apples, pears, great minerality, that ocean air quality.
It's not just for scallops anymore.
Mm.
You can use this wine for
No.
anything.
So many, just wonderful flavors in there.
Oh man, what a great way to start the show. A little Albarino today. Ah,
Let's-
yes.
where's my glasses at?
Uh-oh.
It is actually our first Zoom live tasting is November 21st, and we're going to
Right.
be doing Albarinos. That's perfect.
Speak of the devil. How about
So,
that?
remind me to pair that with the turkey for the next day as well.
I certainly will.
So
Brad's
we
going to be
do that.
doing some fun things where you can buy all 12 wines he'll be talking about. And then every Saturday, you'll be talking about these wonderful wines.
Yep. And they'll all be on YouTube as well. So if you miss out, you can always go back and
And
taste those.
watch
as well.
them again. So we'll be sending that in the email on Monday.
Absolutely. Oh my God, Albarino, absolutely fantastic.
What is not to love
I'm gonna
about
have just a
Albarino?
little more because I'm kind of craving a little bit of the goat cheese as
Good
always.
call. Brad's goat cheese Gouda. If you don't have goat cheese Gouda in your fridge for Thanksgiving, you're missing out.
That's perfect. Please, please, please find some goat cheese. Put it on your cheese plate. It will make you so happy. It
Dang.
is so good with white wines.
Yep.
So good with red wines. You just cannot do it better than that.
You really can't. Now, little goat cheese Gouda on your charcuterie plate for Thanksgiving. I say yes.
Awesome. Should we do the beef short ribs?
Oh, man.
Is it too early?
You know, I don't
Oh.
think it's too early.
Actually, I just wanted to see Danny have a panic attack.
Maybe the short ribs aren't ready yet, just yet, Brad. Let's check in with the chef. All right, so we're going to plate those delicious short ribs.
We're only 8 minutes in.
I know. God, we're just cranking through. Well, usually we have 35 minutes of technical difficulties before anything fun happens.
Well, I'm ready to rush through everything. All right, fine. Hey, man, is it time for our sit down? Should we sit down?
No, it's not time to sit down. That's for later. We don't want people to get
No,
all excited
actually
and
not.
have us sitting down right at the beginning. That'd be weird.
Actually, what I do want to talk about is I don't think we've given it enough love.
No, we have not.
We've got the brand new crew is out. A lot of you have gotten that in your club shipment.
Lot 10.
And Grady, what's the blend in lot 10?
So in lot 10 is predominantly Petite Syrah with Zinfandel, a little bit of Syrah, bringing those chocolate-covered cherries, and then it finishes off with a beautiful splash of Cabernet. It's a bold crew line.
It really
really
is.
good.
It's absolutely fantastic. With the few customers that we are getting right now, due to inclement weather,
It's raining.
Tasting
It's
outside.
raining right
It's
now.
raining right now. Fantastic. Thank God we're not going to die from fire anymore. So we've got a couple of months reprieve now. We've finally
Yep.
got enough rain to be safe out here. But the few folks that have been able to come up and visit us and taste the
Pick
wine,
up their wine club.
This has been an all-star. So if you've gotten this wine and haven't had it yet, it is bold and full-bodied.
Yeah.
And Jim and I just yesterday were talking about wines that have aged a little bit, subtlety and nuance. This wine, full-bodied, doesn't have any subtlety or nuance yet. Just nice big
It's
flavors.
just bam. It's in your face, and it's exciting. This is our first 3-person blend, our Palm
I
Springs
don't know if it's in your
contingent.
face. That seems like
You know,
I said it was big and bold. I don't.
but Brad,
I'm going to say no.
comparatively, compared to
Well,
everything else on the
you
list
gotta,
right
but
now,
you got to give the little.
Disclaimer.
No disclaimer.
You
in
have to
front.
give a little disclaimer.
Bold for Brad, in your face for Brad.
Bold for Brad.
Because when you say that, I think of those other Napa.
Different valleys,
wines.
yes. God, you even
that
said the
are-
N-word right on TV.
I know.
Jeez, Brad. Come on. All right.
I don't even know where we're going.
I don't even know. It's 8 minutes in, and we're just headed straight to the bottom with machine guns following us all the way down. It's going to be fun.
So Grady's gonna be like Penn and we're gonna be like Penn and Teller now for a little bit.
Oh, great. Wish I had a rose. Poof. Amazing.
Actually,
That nose is pretty killer, dude.
a beautiful dominant cherry right up front. But there's some nice woodland spices, not forest floor, but maybe a little bit of mushroom in there as well. Good acidity. I'm getting on a younger wine. You know, sometimes you get a lot of heavy oak, and that's dominating things. The oak is, I think, really nicely balanced, even though it's still a very young wine. But it's the acidity that's really brightening those flavors up. That's going to give it a beautiful ageability we were talking about just yesterday. All right, you can talk again.
Okay,
There's
hey,
an
I'm back.
there's an interesting thing on the nose. I was picking it up as woodland spice or something like that. What do you get?
But you're right. It's an earthier, almost truffle-like mushroom
Yep,
going
yep.
on. There's a deepness to that nose, which translates beautifully to the palate. It hits the palate very strong, not too bold, but very strong.
This is a really wonderful wine.
All the way through.
Obviously, it's all my grapes and all my wines. We've not really ever had one with this combination.
No,
Of
no.
course, it'd be different each year, but a very interesting combination where, the perception to me, I'm not, it doesn't taste like a Cab, it doesn't taste like a Merlot, it doesn't taste like
No.
a Syrah, but it's actually, I think, a really nice culmination of all those things. There's wonderful nuances of each one of those wines, and they're really drinkable.
Very.
Like I said, good acids, good tannins, so going to be a nice food wine, but those aren't overbearing where they're pushing this wine to only be something with food.
No, you could
but
absolutely
fantastic
drink
with it.
this on its own.
But a little spicy Jack.
Doesn't hurt a bit. And I'll tell you what, the Syrah, even though there's only 10% Syrah, there is some of that nice chocolate-covered cherry that comes out, which
Little bit of-
really
yep.
kind of
Chocolate
brings
cherry,
the mid
smoky.
all the way to the finish. I cannot wait to see how this guy is next year, because right now it's a stunner right out the gate. But I'm excited about this one.
No, this is a really good food wine. Let me get a little more fat in there and see if it can stand up to that. I just had a spicy smoky Gouda,
Ooh, is that Firehouse?
which was really nice. Yeah,
Super crazy, very spicy. Lots of action going on there.
it went great with that.
We'll see how little salami does.
Oh man, yeah, great food wine. But I'm loving drinking it on its own. This one has been opened, was opened up since this morning.
Yep.
So it's had some time to develop.
Sure, mellow it out.
Again, it's a younger wine. If you want to aerate this one or pour yourself a glass, 10 or 15 minutes before dinner,
Right.
let the wine start developing and bring out all those other subtleties.
But that's part of the
and
fun
nuances.
of cooking. You pour yourself that first initial glass. And then eventually Brandon's like, hey, are you going to share some of that wine? And I'm like, yes, of course. Eventually, love. But I wanted to make sure it was good first.
Awesome.
But that's the fun thing. You taste it as you're cooking.
You do.
And then by the time dinner's ready, all the flavors, the aromatics have all blossomed. And you're just ready for a fun evening.
That is a fact. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking, no, we don't have any. I was going to say, do we have
What were you
any?
thinking?
Oh, I was going to see if we had any. We've got so little of any of that in backstock,
Which
but we've
one?
got some other fun things.
Oh,
to
we
talk
got
about.
we have a lot of fun things in store for you tonight. Hang on to your palates, kids. It's going to be a ride.
Oh, speaking of fun things to talk about, one of our super fantastic, very relatively new,
New.
club members has so much Mercury wine.
Gerarg, we're talking about you.
They bought their very first wine rack. So yay! I am so excited.
Diane and
that
Thomas,
You had
congratulations.
to buy a wine rack to fill it up with all of my fantastic wines.
And
So
the best part
that's-
is,
that's
it's
fantastic.
only Mercury and a couple of Veuve Clicquot.
She said there was some Veuve Clicquot
She
in
did.
there.
She
and
said there's a couple of
other
Veuve in
things.
there, but basically it's all Mercury. I'm like, crew.
What I'm
Zin,
thinking
zin,
is,
zin. Tempranillo,
you know,
Tempranillo.
Randy, look out! You got somebody
You have
new.
competition now, dude.
If anybody saw Randy's wine rack during the blending party,
Yes.
had his wine rack of all the Mercury
Yeah,
wines. in
his
back.
camera was oddly pointed
all
right at it.
Seattle's coming after Arizona for
That's
the
right.
best wine rack display
For sure. But
I think-
beautiful, guys.
I think the
Beautiful.
Lilies might have the wine cave down.
See, they do. Yeah, I did get a little
Where
picture of you in
I'm
that
not,
cave.
I'm not quite sure they actually make wine racks big enough for their Mercury wine cave. But thank you guys for sending us the picture, or thank you
We
for
appreciate
sending the picture of that. That
all the
really,
fun
it warmed my heart, made me feel good. Love the fact that you're getting into wine and love mine so much that you needed
Just
to get
filled
a,
that
you
sucker
needed
up.
to get a rack. So that is very, very
We get a
cool.
lot of fun pictures. People are always sending us pictures of what they're pairing, what they're drinking that night. And speaking of what you're drinking,
Oh, well, hello, we
hey,
have a question.
it's
We have
Randy.
a
Wait,
question
Screen Time
from
needs
the
to get into
audience.
screen.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see
Danny.
everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome.
What's up?
We have a question from Judy White, who is making chili
Hi, Judy.
tomorrow night,
Ooh.
and she wants to know what should she pair with the chili. I'm assuming it's going to be Mercury wine. What kind of Mercury wine she will be pairing
Of
with
course, and
guaranteed.
all right, Judy, here's the deal. When we were discussing what we were going to be serving today, because we finally have fall, I know that you're local. We finally have some rain. It's finally nice and chilly. We were actually thinking about doing my chili recipe that we do for.
chili
This
break.
close. I
Yum.
know. We were
this
going to do
close
it.
Doing the chili recipe. Went with the braised short ribs.
I know what he's going to say.
Super good.
I
For the
know.
chili,
Oh, what do you
know
think?
what you're gonna
Let's-
say?
let's-
I have a guess. I'm going to see if you're right.
I would like a few more hints. You know, is your chili a little more beefy, a little
Right.
more beany? What type
Is
of
it a
chili?
chicken chili?
No, she's not chicken chili.
You
She's
never
gonna-
know. I like chicken white bean chili. It's good.
I make that as well, but I have a feeling she's going with a traditional with
Classic.
some nice chili spices. They're
Pintos,
a spicy
red beans.
kind of people, so I'm assuming that it's going to be
Ooh,
a
they
little
are spicy.
Okay.
I'm going to say that the Zinfandel would be the go-to if you didn't have
Definitely.
anything else.
Sure.
But I'm also going to say, I know you picked up your club shipment and you had the brand new 2017 Tempranillo.
A whole,
That's what I was
actually,
thinking.
a whole case of that beautiful because they bought Future.
That's the answer.
There's that's
Yes.
exactly.
I
What
was
thought
thinking
you were going.
Tempranillo too. I was
Why are you
waiting. I
guys
was
so
waiting
smart?
for him
So
to say it.
I was gonna go the easy go-to because nice, bright,
Yep,
fruity,
bright, fruity flavors.
good flavors is gonna go with almost any chili you could choose.
Yep.
But based on I have had your fantastic foods and I know what an amazing cook you are. You're
Judy
going to be
is
making
such a good pork.
pork
was it?
sausage
Pork
and
sausage
wagyu.
and wagyu.
Oh,
Wouldn't you just sprinkle the wagyu on top so it didn't get any other
Tempranillo
flavors than the
is
wagyu?
the deal there. The
Damn.
Tempranillo is going to be fantastic. Tempranillo, Spanish. You think of Spanish, you think of paprika, you think of Spanish spices. It does go great with a spicy dish. Or not necessarily hot, but good
Sure.
spicy dish. So I'm going to say Tempranillo, knowing that you guys love that.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I don't think you can
to
go
do.
wrong with that at all.
Dang it, I told everybody we're doing a spatchcock chicken tomorrow. I truly want to have that now, but
Right.
maybe next time.
You know
Oh,
what?
wait a
Next
minute.
time.
Isn't this early? Are we early or not?
no, we're on time.
Well, we're on time now. Here come the
All right,
ribs,
excuse me,
kids.
Grady.
Whoa.
I'll come behind you.
Woo!
All right, now it's time for some food.
Look at that. Look at
All
that.
right, screen time's been in.
All right, so what I cooked for everyone today
Wow.
was some
Wow.
beef long ribs in a wine.
What's a long rib?
Well, it's
We special order the meat so we don't get it cut into short ribs. It's actually just a gigantic.
giant.
It's a chunk.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is what you would find in the grocery store as a short rib.
Look
but
at that chonker. It is
Oh.
huge.
looks pretty
Fuji.
fantastic.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then I made a wine reduction sauce to go over it.
It
beef
smells
and
like
wine.
pure
What
heaven.
wine did you put in?
I did use the Tempranillo.
Did you follow
on
my
this.
recipe?
I did, and
So
you
if
can
you
find
wanna-
that recipe on our YouTube page.
Hashtag Mercury Wine.
Oh yeah. there you
Hashtag
go.
awesome.
But the recipe is on board already.
Yes.
And Danny, I've already had a little preview. Danny did it absolutely perfectly.
Oh, it turned out so well, and you guys
These
are going to
aromatics
enjoy
are
it.
stupid.
The
And,
Tempranillo comes through. But
Absolutely.
here's what we should probably do. I don't have a Tempranillo open because I really wanted to sort of pair it with my Zins.
it's probably
because
it's going to
a
go great with
wine
it.
a
Oh well,
Zin.
look at this.
Or
Or do we do the vertical?
or the Rocket.
Or the
Oh.
rocket? Oh, Brad.
What is this? 10-year anniversary
So-
on your rocket?
Sorry, I was having fun. I apologize. I found it underneath the bar. It was silly.
Let's try it with these guys first.
Let's
then
do
we'll-
it.
We'll go that way.
I love it.
Well, you
All right,
guys
thanks,
enjoy,
Danny.
and I'm
Danny.
sure
Awesome.
whatever you pair with it is going to go
It's gonna be
fantastic.
Spectacular.
All right, bye everyone.
Incredible.
Yay!
Bam.
CB's in the house.
Oh boy.
Um,
The rocket,
Let's do
I
the rocket
know,
first.
is going to be
we
spectacular.
don't want it to be great.
for
Any of the big
sure.
Bordeaux's, nice, rich, delicious piece of meat. No, we didn't have this flown in from Japan like you did with your Wagyu.
Your special Wagyu beef.
But come on, just a beautiful presentation. And honestly, you can talk to your butcher and tell them that instead of them chopping into those little small pieces, if you'd like to have a nice presentation for your plate, you've got this great big bone. It looks fantastic. A nice big chunk of rib meat on there.
Very
as well.
Flintstone-y. Brontosaurus burger right here, kids.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna get in
Look at
there.
this thing. Look at
And then
this
we've got a
beautiful thing.
Oh, actually,
Look at that. Can you see that color, kids?
I don't know. We have a new camera.
We do.
Can you see any moles or warts on my face? I think the camera is too nice right now.
It is.
But you might actually be able to see that this is cooked
We made
very
it.
nicely. Danny, way to go. As we all know, Danny is our magic chef. He does a great job.
Lots of oniony richness in there. Wow. Oh, and that rocket with that nose. Are you kidding me? If you haven't opened a rocket lately, you have to open up a rocket. They're so good.
I'm going to go into the sauce because Danny put a half a bottle of the Tempranillo in.
Nice.
A little bit in the background, very nice.
Wow. You really don't need a knife for this. I mean, look at this. It's just pulling apart just so gorgeously. Look at that gorgeous meat. Yum.
Rocket's fantastic. Let's see if Tempranillo on Tempranillo works.
Oh, Danny, that sauce. That sauce is next level, my friend.
Thank you.
Hi, Fred.
Come here,
Magically,
Yancy. Come on.
Fred showed up.
Come on, up, up. Come and say you won't get him until you say hi. Come on.
Come on,
Oh, wait.
Fred.
Say hi to everybody.
There's
There
Mr.
he is.
Fred. Oh, what
Freddy's-
a happy dog.
Freddie's still alive, doing all sorts of great running up in Oregon.
He had so
Oh,
much
man.
fun with Mom.
He got a lot of great runs on the beach.
And with Harley, his friend Harley.
Yeah, and Mom actually has grass versus our, rugged stuff. So he got to do a lot of great running. He's hanging in there pretty good.
What a good dog. Here you go, Mr. Fred. Oh, what a good dog. Who doesn't like delicious things, huh? Your best dog ever.
Oh my God.
See you, Fred. Best dog ever.
Oh wow. You don't have the Tempranillo yet?
I don't have the temper
you
yet.
poured yourself. Why did you do that?
You poured heavy. What can I say?
I did not.
I didn't pour that myself.
It's on video.
Right, let's rewind the video. Tell me if I poured this for me. Oh, just sublime. That's heaven. That is heaven right there.
Now inspect it with that.
Call that a pour? Let's see. All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh my God! There was vegetables around it. Oh, like that?
What?
Which one? This one?
Don't tell me about your vegetables.
Both are great.
Whichever one will go best.
They both go fantastic. You can have both. So good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going back in for some more.
You need to. Oh, Brad, the Tempranillo on Tempranillo is special. The rocket was beautiful. But there's
Actually, Grady,
something...
I think that sounds like TNT. What are you going to call that?
Temp on temp. Oh my God.
I just lobbed you a softball. TNT, we call it.
Dynamite.
Or Grady always gets in trouble for saying that.
Explosive? I promised you I wouldn't say explosive anymore, dude. Because I keep overusing the word. Sorry, but you know what? It's kind of explosive.
It's not explosive. I just wanted you to say it. Oh, Grady.
After all these years, I just can't follow direction.
Tempranillo is beautiful with it. Still enough tannins. Not as much tannin because I've well aged it for you.
Yep.
It's like a younger Cabernet or a younger wine, but there's still beautiful acid and good tannins.
Wow.
Excellent pairing. Danny put the Tempranillo in the braising liquid.
Yep.
I'm not getting the flavor in the beef because these are super beefy, awesome flavors here.
These are incredible ribs. They're insane.
But I am getting some of the Tempranillo actually in the sauce itself. There's a nice background of some delicious red wine, and it's just going fantastic. I actually haven't put the braising liquid on top. I'll give that a shot, see what it is. So, no, it's not explosive flavors. Really elegant. The whole dang thing
Subtle.
is very elegant.
Nuance.
Rocket was beautiful as well.
The rocket played beautifully with it. Wow.
All right. Now we have Thanksgiving coming up. This is not traditional for a lot of folks. You know, we've got to, make sure we have not a dry bird. We're going to work really hard to have a traditional Thanksgiving. I'm having a traditional Thanksgiving. I always will. But if you still have your friends and family the next day,
Yep.
gosh dang it.
If you serve
do
them
this.
something like
Okay.
this,
Everybody, this is not a hard dish to produce.
It really isn't.
Look at the video. It's only like 17 hours long. No, it's,
We cut it up a little
It
bit.
is easy to do this. You season the beef, you saute the beef, you pull it out, you get some onions and garlic and peppers going and all that kind of fun stuff. And then you put in some beef stock and then
Yeah.
braise it for.
Yeah.
The only problem is that it's a 3-hour braising on low temperature to
That's
get this
the-
wonderfully
but, you know,
tender meat. So
you have all
it
this
is
wine to
worth
drink.
it. And so if you've got your friends and family in, at noon, 1 o'clock, you start working on this. The day after Thanksgiving, you've gone ahead and enjoyed some of your leftovers. Most of your dinner's made.
right.
Throw this in the oven at 1 or 2 o'clock. Let it braise for 3 or 4 hours, and you've got this absolutely fantastic dish. I just can't tell you how delicious this is. You have to try it if you haven't done it
do.
yourself. I know it's a specialty item when you're going out to dinner, but you can do this at home.
So
And especially
easy.
that now most of us, who wants to get this cold after
Nobody.
you've gone and done takeout at your local restaurant and
Right.
brought this back to your house? Make it fresh. You will not be disappointed. Oh, so good.
No, and these are so flavorful. There's just too much depth. And again, it's almost like which wine do you try? Because all the wines go good. Which one is the perfect one? Right now, the Tempranillo is definitely singing. It's singing with this. But the Rocket was pretty off the chain. However,
I just tried a little quick.
I saw that.
But
I
just want
saw
to see.
that.
I just want to see. It's not. It's fine.
Okay.
The Zinfandel is actually very fruity and vibrant and exciting. But for a perfect pairing, it's the Tempranillo
Yeah,
or the Rocket.
Or the Rocket.
Of course, you can pick one of my messengers or something like that.
A messenger
The
would be
sister- The
fine.
sister would probably go with it.
You know,
but,
the sister might be delightful
but
too.
it's a little more soft and velvety, and you're getting your soft and velvety from the meat.
From the
you need
delicious
you
meat.
need the wine to
Yeah.
be a little more stand up than that. And but as I always say, drink what you enjoy.
Drink what you like. Life is short. You can hit my bus tomorrow. You don't want to miss this.
Well, that's
Wow.
a little startling. All right, I'm going back in for more bite before. Holy mackerel!
I'm telling you, dude.
So
Grab something to think about while you're eating. Holly Kruger.
Hi, Holly.
we have a side question. I know you can't hear, and this is awful. So, all right, Anna, you said you weren't going to do it.
Oh, Danny was going to come
All right, Anna.
Danny was going to come up with a question.
Oh, you had the question.
I was right there.
Everybody wants to hear the question. All right, this is from Holly.
Oh, the sound guy is really mad we moved the microphone.
He's got a name.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he doesn't.
It's first.
He's the sound guy with no name.
No, it's our
Hello.
first grip.
First script, JJ. Anyway,
Yay, JJ.
Holly Cruder is asking. She's looking at a pork tenderloin. Any ideas on how she should marinate it for the grill tomorrow? Now she didn't mention what kind of wine should go with it, so I'm sure we'll give that
I'll give her both opinions.
answer as well.
Brad's got it all.
Holly.
Thanks,
All
Holly.
right, Ollie, sounds fantastic. Who doesn't love a pork tenderloin?
They're the
It's
best.
going to be even better on the grill. For me personally, the pork tenderloin is going to go two different directions. You can do a dry rub, and I love putting it on overnight. That would be absolutely fantastic. And so, I would throw just a little bit of cumin. You don't want it to be carnitas, but a little bit of cumin in there. So I personally would pull that pork out tonight, give it a nice little dry rub, tint it. That's going to reduce some of the moisture. It's going to suck all those wonderful flavors in. And there's that spice company, Peonies or Pyrenees or anyway, any one of your classic pork or poultry rubs should work nicely with it. I would add just a bit of spice because that's what I like.
Yep.
And I would let it dry rub overnight. And then
And
get that
are we
Bad
going
Daddy
to
on the
crock
drill.
pot this thing? Are we
Well,
going to
she
grill
said
it?
she's on the grill. I
Oh,
believe
she's
is
gonna
what
grill.
was on
Oh,
there.
perfect.
So then I would toss that on the grill. And the other thing that is always fantastic with pork is raspberry or raspberry glazes. So what I would do is I would go grab some raspberries and I would season those up. Very little sugar, mainly just some spices. A little bit of heat to it would be nice. Maybe some fresh jalapeno. And then that could be your side dipping sauce versus the classic dipping sauces for your pork, your apple sauces and stuff like that. I would go with the raspberry. And then if you were doing that, so you're grilling it instead of putting it in the oven. So that's going to add some smoky, toasty flavors, but it's still a lighter flavored meat, even with the rub. So that's going to go fantastic with the Zin. And I picked specifically doing that raspberry, breaking up some raspberries, putting a little spice in there, put it on the stove, reduce a little bit as a nice little side for a dipping sauce. And that's going to go fantastic with the, of course, Mercury Zinfandel.
Pull one of your Zins. You will not be disappointed.
No.
Zin and pork are
No
classic.
disappointment. They go
Just
fantastic,
classic.
especially if the pork is on the grill.
And we do love
if
grilled
you're
pork.
gonna do a poaching or something like that, something a little lighter might work. But Zin on the grill with the pork, I would probably put a little bit of Zin in your raspberry reduction
Sauce, exactly.
That, some spices.
Next level.
Your
Next level
spices,
stuff.
Spices you like, absolutely. But your classic pork seasoning is going to have a lot of sage and thyme and rosemary and like that. I would not put those in your side sauce. You're going to have plenty on the meat. You just want that to be a little salt, a little pepper, a little sweet.
Sounds like fun to me.
Nice
Yay,
dipping.
Holly. Send us a picture. I would love to see it.
Absolutely.
I would love to see it.
That would be fantastic. All
So
right.
much fun.
Oh, Grady is a hungry bear today.
I
So
am. This
no
is so good.
vegetables on the plate. So Grady's
Can you
going
believe
back
how
in.
awesome this is? There's not a vegetable for 100 miles, kids. God bless America. Oh,
All right.
that's
But I
perfect.
do want to talk about, I know we've talked about all these things. I really want to talk about these Zinfandels that I
Let's
found.
do it.
So
Should we get
let's
serious?
do that. Yeah, let's get serious. I
All
wonder if
right.
we have any. We don't.
You know what? Would you bring those little stools right there, cameraman JJ, the ones that are underneath the table there?
No, never mind. Actually, you know what?
No.
Right over here.
Oh yeah, we got those.
there.
Those are perfect.
Hey
We got-
Joe. Hey Norma. We
We're
love you
stealing
guys
your
so much. We're
stools.
stealing your stools.
We're
for a
stealing
minute.
your stools.
These stools were provided by Ramazani Wines.
hi.
Thank you,
Oh,
Joe.
there's
Thank-
JJ.
There he is.
guy.
He's our A1 grip. He is the guy that's been taking care of all of our technology and getting
Sir,
it better and
so
better
much.
and
There
better.
you go.
And
Sir.
then
We'd call
these
him a best
chairs
boy, but that's an
provided by
electrician.
Ramazani Wine, one of the highest quality stools.
Stolen with care and love.
They didn't even know we were doing it.
No, they were very busy. They were having a very technical, highfalutin meeting over there.
And we
So-
stole their chairs. This is so nice. I like
Here's
this.
what's really exciting is that yesterday these verticals were on my mind because I was
Yep.
with Jim yesterday.
Doing those fun rockets.
Doing those great things. And again, please forgive the sound quality if you go over and check
We're
that
working
out.
on it.
No, we're not. He's supposed to be working on it. It's
Well,
not
the thing
quite
is,
there
it
yet.
will end up being you working on it, and we'll all be
Well, that's
happier
what we
in
got
the end.
JJ for. We're going to send him over there, and we're going to get the
right.
get the sound quality over there better. But when I was digging around, I thought that because there was some rocket on top of these cases,
Right.
that it was all rocket. But
But it wasn't rocket.
It wasn't labeled quite obviously.
Sorry,
enough
that's
for
probably
me.
my fault.
But I was digging around. I found some stuff out. So we actually have, and we've been sold out of these for at least 2 years.
At
both
least.
of these wines. 16, 17, 18. Yes, both of these wines have been sold out forever.
Yeah.
But we do have a 2015
A 15.
Zinfandel available, and that is our 100% Dry Creek. And then we're going to be tasting our 2016 Zinfandel,
Oh, hell
which was
yeah.
half Dry Creek, half Alexander Valley. And then, as you guys all know and love, our Zinfandel today
The 17.
is made out of mainly Russian River, 75%, and then 25% back in the Dry Creek for Primitivo. Oh my God, Brad, why do you keep making these wines so differently? Because Zinfandel, as I'm finding, I'm getting more and more into it. I can do all these really unique one-off items with Zin and make it not just like
Not
the regular
like
ones.
the normal
These are
Zins that
extra
are
special.
after
So
now.
2015 Zinfandel. This cork has made it. It was struggling a little bit.
It did, but look at
but,
that.
But
that
it did
cork
make it.
rocked it. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous
so
cork.
exciting. Oh my God! And we had how many cases of this? Where it is? Oh, it's over there. Oh, I
Only-
uncovered 2 cases of this.
Yep.
And I'm drinking one of the bottles.
2.25.
So that means that we have 23 bottles of this left.
And this is the 2015 Zinfandel.
Yeah, and then Jim was
This
like,
is all Dry
well,
Creek,
Brad,
correct?
what are you learning about what you've done with your stuff? And I'm like, oh my God, what am I learning? What I'm learning is that I'm experimenting with Zen because I didn't even want to do it because Zen was so
it was so
overbearing.
overdone.
And so the classic American Zen right now is not the classic Zen that I grew up with. So I was seeing if I could actually make the classic Zens. And I think
Kind
these
of a
3
90s throwback.
are all into it. So 2015, that was the end year of our drought, so the grapes were struggling. I harvested this Zin just a week before my Cabernet. Typically, Zinfandel goes 2 to 3 weeks before.
Super
because it's
late.
So ripe and earlier. Zinfandel always comes before your Cabernets and your late ripening grapes, but that's okay. You can harvest whenever you want.
When I'm a winemaker, I will. But I'm not.
Oh,
The nose on this 15 is off the chain. I don't see a lot of oxidation on this
it's
15,
not.
Brad.
And for Zinfandels, it typically oxidize early. This one is not.
It's a gorgeous thing.
Wow.
The nose has such deep, deep fruit flavors.
Super pleased with this wine. The gambit, Grady would call it a berry basket. It's got the raspberries. It's got cherries. It's got strawberries. It's got all of those wonderful berry flavors running through this wine.
They
The
translate.
acid
to the
is still
palate.
hanging in there.
Damn. Dude.
It's, of course, we use a lot of neutral oak, so there's not the tannins to help it keep together. These aren't supposed to be long-lived wines, but this one's hanging in there perfectly. Hey, Danny, would you ask Joe if he wants to join us? Or just...
Oh my God. That is rich and deep and exciting.
I would call it stunning. And I think this was the first wine that you were really working on, the berry basket
I was.
descriptor.
Yep.
How many berries are in there? I can't count them.
There's Marion berries.
I think there's blues.
Strawberry. Blueberry.
Oh, strawberry. When JJ, when is strawberry? On a Sunday evening?
Summer.
Oh, a summer evening. That's right. Strawberries on a summer evening. This has got all of them.
This has got every berry
Black cherry,
ever.
Marion berry, ripe cherry, sour
Boysenberries.
cherry,
I would
boysenberries,
call there a boysenberry on the back
blueberries,
end.
cranberries. It's got them all. It is absolutely fantastic. And then, hey, send this around and see if everybody else agrees. That wine is
Not that there's
absolutely
people here.
fantastic. Well, of course, Danny needs to taste
Well,
it.
Danny
Anna
has
needs
to taste it, of course. Anna needs to taste it.
And then we've got the 16, a completely different animal that's got half of Dry Creek
Right.
and half of Alexander Valley. Usually, Alexander Valley much brighter and intense. Dry Creek brighter in higher acid. Excuse me. Dry Creek heavier, fruity, dark because it gets over or fully ripened.
Boy, that 15 is off the chain, kids. And I remember that 15, and it was delicious. But this one, out of control. Very different nose than the 15.
These are going to be three distinct wines
Very.
we've got here. These are technically they are vertical in years, but not vertical in wine.
And valleys
because I
and
made them
such.
all absolutely differently. I'm liking it. This one's a little more sophisticated, not
Yep.
quite berry basket.
Nope.
But beautiful fruit. I'm not getting any heat. That's the other thing that really makes me happy is the alcohol is low
Yep.
enough to where it's not dominating the flavor
None of that.
profile of this wine.
There is something deep and plummy, which I would expect from a Cab Franc on this nose. There is something really deep going on.
Deep in plums. Okay. I'm with you. It's deep. Not dark though. It is
Not
got this
dark.
intensity. Good acid again. The acid is right there. Not overbearing, but allowing it. I don't know. Let's see if this hangs in there with a little snacky snack.
I haven't had a 16 in.
It's been a while. It's been a year, probably a year, probably
Easily,
a year for the 16,
almost
yeah.
easily a year since I've had a 16, and this is spectacular.
Here's the deal. The other one, if I recall correctly, somebody described the 15 as fireworks, where you have an evolution of, like the grand finale. Like, here's these wonderful flavors, and here's another wonderful flavor. Kind of, not elegant, but here's another great flavor. Here's another great flavor. That's okay. That's what Zen is supposed to be about. This one, a little more elegant from
Yeah.
flavor transition. You've got those nice dark cherries. You got those plum flavors, and it's just kind of giving you this nice, smooth ride.
I think smoothness is the 16. This is like driving around that open top Cadillac. Yeah, that you talk about.
The 1972 Eldorado on
Hell
I-40.
yeah.
You've gotten across the icy parts, and all you got to do is you remember when you hit the East Coast, you're there. You don't have to worry about anything. This wine gives you no worry. And actually, I had it
That
with
is-
I had this with the 15 earlier. That was my quick little. But this one actually
Yeah.
goes quite nicely.
Even better? I'm
well,
excited.
because there's a little more structure.
Right.
And so that structure is helping you understand that deep quality of the meat and stuff like that. Oh yeah, hey, easy on your plate. Action
I'm
over
trying.
there.
I'm
These
trying
poor
not to
people.
make. I'm trying not to piss off our sound guy right off the bat, so he stays.
Yeah. So what? All right. No, to get Grady rubber knives and forks.
Just like at home. Oh, oh my God! Ah, the fork's right in my eye again.
All right.
Wow, Danny, those ribs are insane by themselves, but each wine just takes it to a whole different level.
Finish that up. I really want
All
you
right.
to try this too.
Wow. 15, 16, such different animals, so delicious.
And here's 17 current vintage. Obviously, we've got plenty of this, so you are okay.
Yeah, don't worry about the 17.
But there's only 36 or 35. And
35 of the 16, 23 of the 15.
Dang it. So what I did is I finally was able to grab some Russian River fruit for this 17 Zinfandel. And the Russian River is is my favorite part of getting Zinfandel. It's very rare now. They've ripped out most of it, but it's a cooler climate, and so it doesn't quite achieve those jammy, intense flavors. And I have not gotten any more Russian River fruit lately, so this might be the last of the lot for that because it's very hard to
That's
get
a
it
shame.
now. But
That's a shame.
this one, oh man,
Now we're going back to that 15 nose. Those brighter berry basket nose.
a little more strawberry.
Way
Dominant strawberry versus basket versus
Right.
what's different. But definitely strawberries in the nose. All Zins should have some good strawberry.
And this one has it in baskets.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's actually a really fun vertical. three very different wines.
Wildly different.
What's actually neat about this vertical is you could have different types of foods if you wanted to pair it up with.
Sure.
But it's not a vertical in the traditional sense where you have the same base
Following through.
appellation
Yeah.
vineyard such following through. Absolutely
But three
fantastic.
different
That's
Mercury
great.
Zins that are all completely their own animal, but yet play so beautifully together.
Speaking of
three
animals,
questions.
speaking of
Uh-oh.
animals, come on in because we want people to hear it.
Hello, everyone. I have a question from Sean Phillips. Are you interested in making a jammier Zin in the future?
Ooh, good question.
Oh my gosh, interested in making a jammier zin. Here's the deal about jammy zins. I grew up with zins that weren't jammy, and that's where my heart lays. You obviously know me. You must like my wine if you're watching this right now. And the reason why I don't do jammy zins is I didn't grow up with it, and I don't do 5 Chardonnays, 6 Cabernets, and such and such. I just try to recreate the what makes me the happiest, and I try really hard to keep my zins from being jammy. But my 2017 is going jammy. This wine, as it's aging, it's the jammiest perception. And what jam really means
comparatively.
is that you've got some really dark, rich fruits, and they've got some sweet tones to them. So I'm really, truly trying to balance the sweetness, and that's where when people describe a Zinfandel as jammy,
There you go.
what you're really describing is that there's a high residual sugar and a high alcohol. So what happens is alcohol intensifies sweetness. So if you've got high alcohol, the wine's going to have a higher perception of sweetness. And then if you leave residual sugar in there, it's going to make it even more.
Double.
So if you take a scoop of jam, it's going to have that high sweetness character to it. It is a style. It's a great style. Most American Zinfandels are made in that. But I'm trying to actually lower the alcohol and reduce that jamminess and have some other flavors pop out, because when you get the jam, what happens is it buries all the other flavors. And so for me personally,
Right.
I want some of those other
You're
flavors.
kind of missing out on some of the subtleties, some of the nuance.
But, man, a big old high alcohol, super jammy Zinfandel. I go to a dinner party or a cocktail party where there's no cocktails and there's not really a great selection of food, and I'm not really looking at a food and wine pairing, and I want something that's going to be satisfying and chewy.
Sure.
I'll go right for that.
Oh, yeah.
High alcohol, big jammy Zin. They still have a part in my life, but I'm a low alcohol
But you won't
guy.
find them in your wine club,
The
sir.
problem is that the wines could have been jammy. But,
Sure.
my lower alcohol doesn't give you the perception of the jam.
Yeah.
So,
But that's my jam.
Kick out the jams.
What makes some Zins so spicy?
What makes some Zins so spicy? Agua caliente. Zinfandel has, sometimes you look at Gewürztraminer. As a spicy character, I almost think of it as like a baking spice, right? And so it has those high aromatics of those big baking spice flavors. Zinfandel has a peppery or spicy aspect to it. And most Zinfandels will present themselves as a black pepper or a white pepper. And the other thing is that Zinfandels used to be mild on the spice. And that's also because the alcohol was a little lower and they weren't quite as ripe. And so Zinfandel naturally has a spicy character to it. Quick wine knowledge. We don't add banana peels to add a banana flavor. Like a beer, if it smells like bananas and tastes like bananas and it tastes like cloves, they added bananas and they added cloves. We're getting that out of the grape skins. So Zinfandel with the grape skins has a really nice spicy component to it. And if you concentrate those flavors, they'll come up as a pepper or a spicy white or black pepper. Excellent question.
Nice.
I think I'm
If you
done.
would like to pull my chair, go
Unless
right
there's
ahead,
another
sir.
serious question. There's not, so let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Oh, look at this.
All right,
Look at
we
this.
have our key grip
Key
and
grip
and gripless. Sorry, he's got
David
bad,
Letterman, eat your heart
he's got
out.
bad
man.
arthritis. It's really hard for him these days.
It is. It really is.
But anyway, so we do have a few of those wines available. I'm super excited. I love Zinfandel.
I'm excited 'cause I haven't seen
is
these
an absolutely fantastic, great varietal. I think a lot of people make it very one-dimensional, but these
Right.
have some dimension.
And each one is completely different. I've had a lot of verticals where they're all very similar all the way through. Those wines each stand on their own
Yeah.
as complete standalone, interesting wines
And
all by themselves.
my caveat, agreed. Typically, if we're going to be doing the messenger vertical, which is a Cabernet base,
Right.
so typically verticals would have similar
Similar
grapes,
amounts
same
of each thing.
same vineyard,
Sure.
same appellation.
Yep.
We're really trying to show you what this vineyard
Is
like
doing.
Jim is
Sure.
doing. Where these the vineyards are roaming around our valleys out here, so it is a much more
But they're
interesting and
but they're
different.
expressing
Yes.
their years. You're bringing out the best of each year that you
and,
made.
and also I'm expressing regions too.
Sure.
So if we're doing a vertical of the messenger that was from Dry Creek,
Dry
from
Creek,
those
Dry
5
Creek,
years.
Dry Creek, Dry Creek.
So I've already expressed the region.
Right.
Now I'm truly expressing the year.
And the grape itself.
These are expressing, yes, the same thing, but because they're from different appellations, we have
Sure.
appellation differences,
Right.
as well as vintage differences. Where if you're really looking at classic verticals,
Right.
you want
Like the rocket
you,
you
you
did.
really want vineyard specific,
Yes.
appellation
Right.
specific, not just grape specific. If you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
So that is the difference, but that's what makes this little vertical
Well,
very
the
unique.
through line here is the amazing winemaker, I think. The through line is you made amazing wines from each appellation you
I was
played
trying
with.
to lead them slowly with that.
Oh, okay. Instead of just leaping right to it.
They figured that out.
Can you review some of your?
I need to review some stuff.
Oh.
Some folks are asking for sales reviews.
What are we doing?
All right, real quick. We're continuing friends and family. If you don't
Of
know what
course.
that is, look at previous ones. No, if you have friends and family, but you don't want to buy them wine, but they want to buy wine at a great discount,
They
you
can
tell
get
them
your
to
discount.
use your name. They can call us up and say, said,
Gerarg said, "I could have
I
this."
could have some fantastic wines, and I want her amazing discount, and we'll give you her amazing
Heck
discount
yes.
for your wines. We also have and they also get all of our sales as well. So right now, the other big sale is the shipping discount. So if they called an order case, they would get that same shipping along with your discount. That's what makes us amazing. We're giving you all of those great perks that you have to your friends and family. The shipping discount on a case is right now, if you buy a case of wine, it is $1 shipping anywhere within the continental United States, and if I'm allowed to sell it to that state.
Good.
If I'm
note.
not, we will deliver it. Grady will drive it.
I will fly out. I will drive
Oh,
that
Danny-
line
Danny
directly to
wants
the
to
people
drive
in
it,
Mississippi. So, John, be looking for me at your door.
Or we'll just ask John to fly over here and pick up his own damn
Yes,
case.
he could actually harrier in, pick up stuff, and fly right out just like that.
That'd be perfect. And then we have some flat rate shipping prices as well on
Yep.
a 6-pack. So 6 bottles is $10, 3 bottles is $15. That's
$15
anywhere.
that's
within
ridiculous.
the continental United States. That's what's going on. Those are the big discounts and sales that we're running through. We've got this early library selection only
Yep.
because I found it and I was super excited about it. And Zinfandel is a great turkey wine. It
really
will
is.
go so fantastically. So
And I just
definitely,
like saying
guys,
spatchcock.
you guys have, if you haven't checked out our new website, take a peek at it. It's much easier to navigate, lots of great things. Hopefully you guys got our new email. Thank you, KeyGrip / Tech Guy JJ. He's got that new email that is so much more spectacular than our old emails as far as being able to thumb through to what you want to pay attention to. So we do recommend you checking out that. Don't forget, if you're going to come and visit us over the holidays
Make
are coming soon.
an
Make a
appointment.
reservation. Call us. But please first go to the website and put your reservation in there. That makes it a lot easier for us. But if you have any special requests, you can type it in the bottom or just give us a call. We are going to have some special after Thanksgiving hours because we're not doing our electric light parade this year. But people still want to come up and pick up their
I
wine.
know, so sad.
Yeah. Boo, COVID. Boo. We don't like you, COVID. Go away. Come back some other day. What we're doing is JJ and Danny don't know this yet, but on Saturday and Sunday we are going to be running the hot dog cart all day long. So
Hey, guess what you guys are doing?
If you guys came up here and enjoyed our hot dog cart, we'll be serving up some brats, and we'll be doing some homemade chili, and we're going to be slinging some dogs and maybe some cheesy potatoes out and back. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be shrinking the amount of
Tasting,
time,
sure,
the tasting
sure.
hours for the Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving, so that we can accommodate more people. Because now that it's raining, we only have so many tents.
There's not a lot of
We
places
need
to sit where it's not wet.
We need to turn and burn these tables, baby.
Sorry.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an hour and a half tasting and grab your hot dogs and cheesy potatoes, just as if we were going to have this fantastic parade out in front. So give us till Monday. We're going to put those hours on there.
Yep.
By the way, before we get done tonight, block out Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving so people don't start ordering
Already
yet.
did it.
Because on Monday though we'll release those hours.
Yeah.
If you're planning to come up and see us because you want something to do because it's Thanksgiving Day weekend and you want to come and hang out with us and have one of Danny's fancy steamed dogs.
But if you're not local, don't forget the 17th. If you need to ship some wine to your friends, you got to get it to me by 5 p.m.
Wow,
on the 17th.
Look at Grady.
Well, because
swinging
it's me.
around,
I'd be sweating
bringing
going,
it
oh my God,
on.
they're not going to get their Christmas wine.
Oh, they can get it.
It just won't show up on time.
Oh no, it'll show up on time.
All right, couple questions.
Oh, that's extra
Two
money,
quick
though.
questions.
That
All
is
right,
big
couple
money.
questions.
You don't want to pay
That's
the
not
next
free
day or-
shipping over.
Are
there.
you
No.
going to be open after Christmas?
Oh, that's a good
great
question.
Actually, we are not
No,
going to be open
no,
after Christmas. We're going to be closing down on the 24th. I believe that's the day before.
I think it is, yeah.
So?
Hang on a second. I've got a piece of paper.
Oh, Brad has a
look
piece
at
of
that.
paper
He
with
got
the
that
actual
everything.
dates.
Wrote these things down today.
Good thinking,
I
homie.
think that the absolute earliest will be reopened is going to be Saturday the 2nd. But if you want tastings with Brad, you can order that fantastic tasting package.
On
let's
Zoom.
talk about Zoom.
And we're
Let's
going to
talk
be doing
about
that.
Zoom.
Here's the next
What is
one.
the update on Zoom?
But
All right, bye.
but here's their
Thanks,
deal.
Danny.
You need to pick up your wine. You need wine. Contact us. We will absolutely take care of you. You need to entertain 15 of your closest families and friends that are obviously in your circle and have all been tested for the vid.
They've had a stick all the way here.
Give me a call. I'm just going to be, clearing the woods so we don't burn down next year. I will absolutely accommodate you guys because you guys are absolute
You're kinda special,
best
actually.
friends. And then obviously we have the big Zoom tasting. So if you want to do a private tasting with me or Grady, you can order up some wine, ship it to your friends, or if everybody's going to come to your house, we can rock it out with the private Zoom meeting and have a lot of fun there. And then for those of you that don't want to open up 6 bottles of wine in a tasting on one day,
do that.
I know, but there's some people that are crazy and would like to open up 1 bottle a week. Don't
That's
know who
weird.
you are, but apparently you are my club members. And so what we're going to do is every Saturday for the next 12 weeks, which is going to consume 3 months of my life.
My
I'm going to
Lord.
be doing a live Zoom tasting on a specific wine, starting with
Albarino on the 21st.
I know I look like I don't need reading glasses.
No, you're far too young to need reading glasses.
This says
I'm like
this
3
this
years
says
older than you.
1.25, not 7.8. But we're starting on November 21st with our 2018 Albarino because I know Sorry.
Sound
sorry,
guy is like freaking out over there.
I know that
Poor
Alvarenga
JJ.
and Turkey is going to be going absolutely
Of
fantastic.
course.
But we're going to stick with Spain. So what we're doing is then on November 28th, I will be doing a live tasting with my 2017 Tempranillo.
Nice.
We're rolling into
Nice.
December 5th. Nothing going on that day, but 2019, December 5th is the Viognier or Viognier for all of you people that want to pronounce it correctly.
Freddie's
That
birthday.
aren't fresh. Oh, Freddie's birthday. We
Freddie's
are
birthday?
celebrating
What?
Viognier because
Aw,
that
so
is
cute.
that is one of my absolute favorite winter whites. It's got richness. It's got character. It reminds me of some people that I know. And
On the
then,
6th, I'll be gone because it's my anniversary.
That is true too. Is anniversary of something that we don't know. And then on December 12th, we've got the Element. The 19th, we've got the Freddy Cuvée. We've got the 26th, we've got Heavy Metal. Wake Up.
What?
Wake Up.
Heavy Metal?
And then we've got 2015 Messenger. Whoa, we're going to the way back. Then the Dark
Wow.
Side. Then the Rocket. Then the Father. Then the Sauvignon Blanc. Who doesn't want to
Damn.
have that as a great Christmas gift?
Seriously.
Order it for your friends, order it for your families. And then that way they can actually sit down, open a bottle of wine with me.
And with you. And enjoy it.
Yes,
together.
and you guys can do it together. What a great idea.
Virtually
Everybody
fun.
should buy all of their friends a case of wine.
I think everybody should buy
And
their
then
friends a case of
we
wine.
can spend every Saturday afternoon together. What a fantastic
From now
idea.
until February.
Brady, you are amazing.
I know.
What a great idea.
Unbelievable.
The other reason to do that is to keep me in business until next year.
Right, because Grady needs a paycheck. So buy some wine.
True that. We hired a new sound guy.
I know we have a
Now-
sound guy. Now
No.
Grady won't be able to eat for Thanksgiving. Oh,
You
God,
know,
it's horrible.
you know what? If you want to keep our new sound guy employed, please buy more.
And he's young, and he doesn't know what life is like without a job. So buy wine.
Forget about
kid.
all that. Let's get back to having some fun. Thank you guys all. This has been absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be spatchcocking like a mad,
Like a madman
like
all
a
week.
mad winemaker,
All week.
so that I can show you guys how to get through
It
Thanksgiving.
will make your
so
Thanksgiving
much easier.
so
you
much
don't
fun.
have to worry about your turkey.
No, you don't have to
Going
tip the
for
darn thing.
15 hours in the oven
No.
and making it so dry that even mercury wine can't make it taste good.
Ouch.
Yes,
Ouch.
spatchcock it. It goes in quicker. It stays juicy.
And the gravy is Insanity Town. Insanity Town.
Man, everybody wants to go to Insanity Town. Matter of fact, if I have my friends and family for Thanksgiving, I'm Insanity
Town.
Anna,
Anna, what are you saying?
Please reiterate that you can purchase 2 cases of wine that goes with all of
Yes. Okay, so what we're doing is we're putting that case together. So on Monday, that's going to be available on the website as well, so that you can purchase those wines, so that you can then follow along with me every single Saturday and enjoy a wine. 3 o'clock
Right.
Pacific Standard, not
Oh,
daytime.
yes, not
and
daylight savings.
So whatever that is on whatever, I don't know. We're in daylight savings time. Can please somebody fix that crap?
Just
Anyway,
make it all one thing across the deal.
long story short, you guys can hang out with me every Saturday afternoon. I'm going to taste a new wine, and I'm going to go through its paces. I'll probably put some food pairings with it as well, because that would be exciting. But we will go in depth. It will be a half an hour tasting on Zoom, where I'm going to be really talking about the wine. And also, the reason why we're doing it on Zoom, and you'll be able to access my Zoom channel live, is because you're going to be able to chat with me live, and we're going to be asking or responding to your questions about the wine.
Right.
So we're going to pop that wine together. I'm going to open the wine not early. I'm going to open it right then as we start
as
the
you're
video.
drinking.
So we're going to have our impressions of the wine when I first open it. Some of them are very new. Some of them are some of our old favorites.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we can taste through that wine for 5-15 minutes. And then I can revisit that wine as it opens up. I might even bring a little aerator to see what's that happening to the wine. And then
Fascinating.
you can ask me questions. I might say that it has this wonderful chocolatey note with a hint of fig. And you'll be like, oh, Brad, but I'm tasting
Cacao.
that. And I'd be like, okay, I'm getting figs, but actually figs are kind of chocolatey. I think Grady said cacao.
Yes.
So I would say, okay, I'm getting fig, you're getting cacao, but that's what's really exciting is that you're getting
Every palate is
every palate is different.
Yeah.
Although if we all like these same wines, most of our palates are on the same.
Definitely in
note.
line.
So those are all the great things that are coming up here at Mercury Wine as we're going deep into the winter. We are going deep into the archive, tasting all sorts of fun wines, trying to make it exciting for you guys. And here's the deal. We all know it's coming. We're shutting down again. So this is going to give me something to do, and it's going to give you something to do. So we can spend a little time on Saturday
Lots of
afternoons
time together.
and have some fun.
Maybe
One
more time than
question?
you wanted.
We have no more questions.
Fine.
But that would be
Here comes
we
a
have-
here comes a call. Here comes a
Sounds-
call.
sounds
I
like
think
our-
I
no.
think that's
I
NBC
would say-
calling.
no. That was our roasting. That was. Thank you guys so much. Take us out. Hey, check out our exit.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? God bless America, JJ. That's so much fun.